Hey guys and girls, my name is Alan and welcome to today's video. As you can see, I'm going to have a Fortnite Battle Royale match for you to enjoy. Specifically 2 matches of Solid Gold version 2, the LTM that was featured last week. Now these are cut from my Twitch streams. So as per usual, I cut out all the boring bits and I leave all the interesting bits. And today's intro section, commentary, gameplay commentary intro section is going to be about the news. Well, I'd say moderately big news this week, but if you haven't heard by now, PUBG is suing Fortnite. Now, it's not that surprising. Companies sue each other all the time. Apple sue Samsung, Samsung sue Apple. Me and my friend were talking about this the other day between Apple and Samsung. And it's almost like another form of revenue. Like, it's just something you do as a company once you've got something so popular and you think that someone maybe has copied something, or maybe they genuinely have copied something. Companies copy each other all the time. Obviously, when it comes to things like technology, like phones, it's a little bit more distinguished because a feature exists, and I guess somebody had to create that feature to start off with. However, for something like a game such as Fortnite and PUBG, which are both, alright, they're both Battle Royale games, but that's like Call of Duty suing, I don't know, Uncharted because they copied the same TDM format. It doesn't really make any sense, you know, but obviously the companies are doing it because they want the money, and because if you don't put your authority on companies to go, you know what, there's going to be no repercussions if I do copy someone's stuff. So as well as another form of revenue, whether or not it gets paid out or not, it's a deterrent to other companies to say, look, if you do cross the line, I'm going to take you to court, and because I've got more money than you, it's not going to be worth your while because I'm going to sue your ass to the ground, and then I'll get paid anyway. So I think it's kind of funny. At the same time, I can understand it because Fortnite has been ridiculously successful since it launched. Now, if you don't know the history of it, I'm going to run through you a brief history of the two games. So, PUBG launched first in March 2017, which is over a year ago now. I've never played the game, but obviously you buy that game. It's a game that you buy. There's no single player. It's just multiplayer, but you buy the game. You play it on Xbox, you can play it on PC, you can't play it on PS4. And then later in the year, Fortnite launched their co-op game, Save the World. And that was what it was originally. That was the basis of their game. A co-op PvE game mode to start off with called Save the World. I think it's called Save the World. Now, I've never played that. That is a paid thing, right? And you can choose to pay and play that now, and it's a co-op game mode, so you play with friends or with pubs or whatever, but you play against AI controlled enemies like monsters, zombies, stuff like that. And the building mechanics are fundamental to that because they allow you to defend yourself. And I'd say I've never played, so I can't give you the specifics on it, but I know it's a co-op mode and I know it's PvE, and it's got nothing to do with player versus player multiplayer at all. And then obviously somewhere down the line, someone decided to make a Battle Royale mode for Fortnite. Who knows? Maybe because they were always planning to do that. Maybe because they saw the popularity of PUBG. You know, there could be any number of reasons. You could argue that had Fortnite not been so successful, if Fortnite had launched their Battle Royale and it fizzled out, do you think PUBG would be suing them? No. Personally, I think it's because Fortnite has been so successful. Now, as I said, I haven't played PUBG, so I can't give you the specifics between the two, but I've seen gameplay of PUBG. I've watched quite a lot of YouTubers play. And, apart from the fact they are both Battle Royale games, and yes, okay, they both drop you in the map from a vehicle, I guess you could argue that Fortnite copied that. Is it worth suing over though? Well, you'd have to get a really lenient judge to sue over that. But you can sort of see where PUBG are coming from, right? Now, in the lawsuit, PUBG have argued that Fortnite have copied their user interface from their game and also certain items. Now, obviously, I don't mention specifics, but it's a bit of a stretch. You can't really say that you own the rights to an item. Now, if, for example, there was a specific item that they did copy, like, for example, if they put in a boogie bomb because PUBG put in a boogie bomb, okay, that's fair enough. That's blatant copying. But, if PUBG are claiming that Fortnite are using the same AR, the same grenade, or whatever, that's a bit of a stretch because, let's face it, all games have these weapons. Okay, some of the weapons might look similar, but again, like, the weapons look like that in real life. It's hard to claim over it. The only people who could potentially be suing are weapons manufacturers, but they're not going to do that because if their weapons are on screens, that's free advertising for them, basically. But that's another story for another day. So yeah, it's kind of funny, and I strongly believe that it's because Fortnite is becoming so popular. Well, it's already massively popular, but it's still growing, believe it or not, it's still growing. And PUBG, the popularity is sort of waning, and there's a couple of reasons why that's the case. As I said, it's not available on PS4 yet. Would I want to play? I'd like to give it a try, but the main selling point for Fortnite Battle Royale over PUBG is that Fortnite is free. Free for everyone and across so many different platforms. Xbox, PC, PS4, Android, iOS. It's mad. It's just straight mad that it's available on all these platforms. And they don't charge you to download the game. You can play the game as much as you want for free. I know that because I've not spent a single penny on this game. Not a single penny. I keep saying I can't afford it. It's not strictly true. It's more of a joke. But literally, I've spent $0, 0 pennies, £0, 0 anything on this game, and I've played it stupid amount on this game with my friends, and I for damn sure I've got my money's worth. And that's a big selling point for me. If the game hadn't been free, if the game had been charged from the off, I probably wouldn't have tried it out, if I'm honest with you, and I might have missed out on something big. But then, how many other people are in the same situation as me? They thought, it's free, give it a try, oh, it's fun, I'm going to carry on playing it. I mean, I might enjoy PUBG if I play it. I really might enjoy it. But because it's paid, and it isn't even out yet on the PS4, I can't even play it yet. You know, it's one of those sort of things. I know that this intro is lasting a little bit longer than it would otherwise have done, so I'm going to sort of wrap it up now and let you enjoy the rest of the gameplay naturally. Something that you might not be aware of is the history between PUBG and Epic Games. Epic Games, obviously the makers of Fortnite. Now, Epic Games also have an engine called the Unreal Engine. Now, they loan this engine out to companies to make games on, and PUBG is one of the companies that uses their engine. So, they pay royalties to Epic Games every time they make money off their game PUBG, because that's the way that royalties work. You use something from someone else, but you pay them to use that service. So I don't know what it is exactly. It's probably a percentage, whatever. I doubt it's a fixed fee. So every time PUBG makes money, they pay a cut to Epic Games, who, as I said, make Fortnite. Now, Fortnite also uses the same engine because obviously well, Fortnite is made by Epic Games. Epic Games obviously would use their own engine. They wouldn't use someone else's engine. So it's almost like Fortnite are making money not only from their game, but they're also making money from PUBG's game. There is another point as well, and that when Fortnite first released, I think somewhere down the line there was like a small hint or notion that Epic Games were pushing Fortnite as though they were the same company that made PUBG, because obviously PUBG runs on the Epic engine, so it wouldn't be too much of a stretch for them to say, oh, this game is also made on the Unreal Engine, and the Unreal Engine also powers PUBG. And I guess for some people who might not be following the news so clearly, they'll hear, oh, PUBG, Epic Engine, Epic Games. You know, Epic Games have now released a new game called Fortnite. It's also a Battle Royale mode. And, you know, I'd be surprised if too many people played it because of that. But there's probably going to be one or two, right? And, you know, on some level, that obviously benefits Epic Games as a parent company, because they can say, oh, look, we produce PUBG. You know, they use our engine. So therefore, you know, okay, I don't think they say they produced it. But, you know, PUBG uses our engine. And then we made this Fortnite Battle Royale game, which uses the same engine as well. So you can sort of see where there's a lot of blurred lines. But how much of it is true, how much of it is going to hold up in court, and obviously how much, if anything, PUBG gets paid out for by Epic Games for, you know, Fortnite copying PUBG or whatever you want to call it, stands to be seen. But yeah, so that will do it for today's intro. A little bit longer than I thought it would be, but a nice little discussion, I like to think. I don't know how much of this story you guys and girls are following, but I kind of find it's an interesting story. As I said, it's more about big companies just suing each other. Probably more for the sake of doing it rather than actually hoping to make some serious money from it. But as I said, it's a case of if you don't do it, then other people are going to walk over you. So, yeah, it's one of those things. And some companies do make money from it. Right, so that will end it for today's intro commentary. As per usual, if you enjoyed the content, consider tapping that like button. I really do appreciate it. And as always, if you've got any thoughts, I'd like to share. Maybe you've got anything we've talked about today. Maybe you've got an input on this suing story. Let me know in the comment section below. Oh, and if you did enjoy this particular video, then I did release another video, I think sometime last week, about how much money Fortnite is actually making. And I'll link that on screen now. I'll also link in the description below. Check it out. It's kind of interesting to know. It's surprising more than anything to find out how much Fortnite apparently is making from their free-to-play game. It is kind of crazy. But yeah, until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, take care, and I will see you later. For crying out loud. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Hoorah. Woo. My life. Let's get it, boys. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Oh my god, I'm happy with that win. So happy with that. Whew. I tell you something, my solo game has improved leaps and bounds in the past 6 months. Leaps and bounds. Look at that. That's amazing. I'm so chuffed with that win. Heard those splats, took a bit of fall damage. That was the time to strike. The best thing is I'm improving my scar shot as well by playing this game mode, and that's something I definitely need to work on. Oh my gosh, that was great. That was great. Feeling that one. Managed to bring home the W for my team at this day for the moral support. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's my trap, second floor. So they can't come upstairs without triggering it at least. They're stomping around downstairs, I can hear them. Oh shit, not mine, not mine.
Ist jemand auf meiner Seite gelandet? Ich bin
Okay, I don't have any guns.
Ich muss erstmal.
Where are you
Have you
at?
got a spare
Fenster
weapon?
zu machen.
Yeah,
I'm on the roof.
Ah shit. Oh, he killed himself. He knocked himself out. He knocked himself out.
Oh,
Come
gosh.
downstairs.
Oh, sweet.
GG, mate. Well done.
Ah, ich höre auch keinen.
Have you got that?
Yeah. He's inside it, yeah. Let's go and hit him. Let's go and hit him right now. He's inside
Yep.
it, yeah. Oh shit,
I
he's
think he
building
might
up.
see me.
No, he's just going on top of the thing. He's weak, absolute. Absolute, I'm telling you.
Where is he?
You got him.
Got him.
Oh my god, how he must have been full shield. I hit him 2 decent bursts and nothing.
Are you stacking small potions? Have you got any small potions?
No, I've got no
I left
heals.
one in there.
No heals, no potions. I'll take it.
I've got a medipack if you want to stack. Have you got a medipack?
No, I've got no heals, nothing. Let me just get rid of these.
Oh, okay. I've got one medipack, one large potion. You hear the boogie bomb?
That was me, I threw it. He's northeast, 30 on top of the hill. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
okay. There's 2 of them. Wait, is that behind or? Yeah, it's definitely in front. There's 2 of them, watch out. One push to the right. Wait, what? They should
Oh shit, there's 2 teams here. There's 2 teams here.
Okay. The one on the left is
Fall
dealt,
back
right is
down
dealt
there.
with.
Oh shit. Oh man. That was...
Where is he? Where is he?
Oh.
No. Shit. One sec. Need your ammo. Thank you. Go on, peek again.
Oh nice.
This guy was terrible. He wasn't that good, I'll be honest with you.
No.
That was shitty timing. So they weren't shooting at us then, they were shooting at the other team.
Yeah, so there was like 2 teams going at it there.
Yeah.
I just
Wow,
got
I just
hit from the
realised I
side.
didn't get hit at all in that contact. That's mad.
Nice.
Oh, get shit on. Let's go. Oh my god, that is mad. Let's go. I knew he was gonna find another RPG. Just keep spamming them walls. Let's go. Nice. Very nice. That's mad. That is straight mad. Can't believe it. From just, I had to camp it out. That's all I could do. I had no time to do anything else really. That was mental.
And now it's hard to breathe.